sending you to Pottermore, and you're going to take the actual official test, and you're going to be a Hufflepuff.
She gonna cheat.
No,
16.
I did not. Y'all are just angry. I told y'all what I was.
So we about ready to record?
Yeah.
Y'all ready when y'all are.
I gave like a 5 minute.
Cool.
Dude.
It's over now. Phone's on vibrate.
Oh, Big Brother.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the It Started With a Thread podcast. I am your host, Jerrell.
Jamarcus.
Dr.
Willie.
Terence.
Tiffany.
And last but certainly not least, Justin.
And this is the squad. We in the building.
Squad,
ladies
gang,
and
gang.
gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in so much. What we're going to do in today's episode is our preview for Marvel's Avengers Infinity War. Predictions, stones, deaths. What do we want to see? What do we think will happen?
It's time.
We're going to discuss it here first. Been a long time coming. How y'all feeling? How y'all
Can't wait.
So when the MCU started 2008?
Yeah,
2008. It was 08.
Iron Man came out in 08.
That's a long time.
Yeah,
I wasn't even in high school.
10-year
anniversary?
Man,
That's a
10 years.
long time. I was in 8th grade.
Was it planned?
That was my first year
That is the
of
question.
college.
I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
We
We graduated.
Yeah, shout out to class 08.
Yeah.
We going to the
10
reunion.
years of Marvel. Y'all phenomenal.
It's been a
man.
decade.
Man.
Congrats to Marvel on that. That's a feat.
Yes.
People can't do
Yeah,
10
that's
years.
great.
Having
But
this as 10 years.
Stan Lee, could we get some free tickets,
Yeah,
or at least
yes,
a buy two
yes.
get one free? Because
Let's
we don't
go.
see them all.
I know who gonna get 20 movies.
We hadn't
though.
seen the credits.
Fast and the Furious.
Whoever Chung Yi is that does lighting, like I've seen his name a couple of times. Like please stay for all of the credits.
It would be nice to like do a screening or something. Buy two get one free.
Yeah, bust out.
Just saying.
But yeah, man. I got a question for all y'all.
Sure.
What would make this movie absolutely incredible for you? Like, what one or two things do you need?
I already know what she gonna say. Go ahead and get out there.
questions.
Can I?
No,
I just gotta say
no,
one
let her
thing.
go because you already know what she gonna say. Let her go. I already know what she gonna say. Go.
War Machine dying
Yeah.
would be great.
No offense.
Just-
No offense to Don
Just in
Cheadle.
case y'all didn't know,
I
she
can't
hates
stand War
War
Machine. He is literally the D grade of Iron Man. Why is he needed? Iron Man has all these
Not
suits.
downgrade, but D-grade.
No, he's the D grade. He's not even B. Not even C. He's D.
Dang.
Then I don't understand. Iron Man is your best friend, and he don't even give you an up-to-date suit. Man,
There
you
are
win.
reasons for that.
No, this is my turn. This man went. They were chasing each other. Literally chasing each other. Iron Man, Falcon, and War Machine. Guess what? Iron Man, juke the little missile. Guess what? Falcon, juke the little missile. War Machine, boom, boom, boom. Blows up. Bro, now he can't walk. But all of a sudden in the previews, we're going to see him out again. For why? Stay in the bed. Rehab. It's okay. Other heroes got this.
He got the
I'm
iOS
done.
10. He got an
She's
update.
done.
I'm done now.
He got an
She
update.
said
But no
War
offense to
Machine-
Don Cheadle.
She
Because
said
I like
War
Don Cheadle.
Machine is glue stained Jordans.
So what if he gets a new suit in this movie?
I don't want him to have a new suit. I want him to stay at home and rehab.
More, what you got?
I got a couple things. All right. First off, Hawkeye better be on a special mission, bro. It better be something for real.
You know,
They ain't said nothing about him, period. He gonna die. And I know it's not gonna happen, but if they just sneak just one clip of Miss Marvel in there, cool.
All
They
right.
didn't record it, just throw it in there. And I need 5 people to die.
5.
5.
We'll get to that later.
And I'm not talking about play dead. I'm talking about dead.
We'll get to that later.
Not Colson Dad.
We'll get to our death predictions later.
Dead.
5 real people?
Ken, what you need to see for it to be great, man?
Man, I need that huge battle that they had no trailers, man.
Mm-hmm.
I need that. I need that to be like Game of Thrones.
Oh, it's about Wakanda?
Yes, bro.
Oh, Battle of the Bastards type?
Yes, bro. It needs to be Game of Thrones epic. If it's like that right now, hey, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Justin, what about you?
Oh man, you skipped over here. What about Willow?
I mean,
I have 2 more people right there.
okay. Willow, Jerrell, what about either of y'all want to go?
I mean,
You were next in line, so
you know, for me, I mean, I'm cool. For me, all I need to see is specific deaths. Like you said, we'll get into that in a bit. I would like to see Thanos end up with more stones than what's been shown in the trailer. Currently, we can't even really say confirmed because Marvel's shown stuff in trailers that doesn't end up in films.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're thinking he's getting the power in the Space Stone. I would like to see him end up with at least one more. I also would like to see what the heck the Collector has been doing, because he's literally been in miniature scenes and after credit scenes. I really want to see what else he's got in there. How does he tie into all this? Because they kind of drop him in there, show him getting something, and then they remove him out of the film and any idea altogether.
Right.
So for like the last 5 films we've seen, you haven't even been thinking about the Collector. So I really want to see what role he plays in all this, ultimately.
Okay, yeah. Willow?
Loki need to die.
Loki,
huh?
It is about time.
Loki, man. Loki is like one of the most annoying like villains I've ever seen in my life.
You got mischief.
I think the best thing about Thor.
Okay. Anywho, interesting. Either way, to me, I just feel like he need to die as a whole. Vision need to die.
You just getting right into the depth.
No. You said,
but no, those are what you.
Yeah, this is what I. Yes, for me, for this movie to be great, Vision die, Loki die. I need Superman to finally be Superman and not Superboy.
Hold on,
wait.
That's
Where's these fans,
man?
Wait, what did I say?
You said.
Okay, skip Willow.
Justin,
you're in timeout
what you
now.
got?
Justin,
We lost
what you
every
got?
sponsor.
Yes. You're done, Willow. We're gonna just edit your whole thing out. Don't worry. Justin,
come back
in
to me.
3, 2, 1, go.
I don't think I really have a lot. I think
Oh my
one thing I'm looking forward to, because I've been waiting for it to happen, is for the death of Captain America.
It's long
The
overdue.
death of
Steve Rogers.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Because it's time for Bucky to take over. I think
What about Falcon?
Terence.
Falcon can stay. I mean, I don't think he will, but
Well, he's talking about Falcon taking
Taking
over
over
Captain
Captain
America.
oh nah.
Terence.
We ain't getting that.
What do you need?
Personally, for me, what would make this movie incredible, I need Thanos to just snap his fingers and wipe out half of the universe.
Yeah.
I need this. I don't think we'll get it,
You gonna get it?
but if somehow Thanos managed to get all of the Infinity Stones in this one movie, and that's it, that'll set this movie off for me as literally the greatest Marvel movie, period.
So, my next topic then, kind of piggybacking off what Terrence said, is do you think in this movie Thanos will get all of the Power Stones? If not, Infinity Stones. If not, how many do you think he's going to end up with?
I think he
I'm
falls
still
one
settling
short.
on 4.
I think he'll fall one
is
short.
my best guess.
I say 4, and they'll have 2 to fight back with at first. That's gonna be Doctor Strange.
Yeah, because Doctor Strange.
See,
They might get the ether. Not even with the ether.
that's the one I think they get, though.
I think they don't get the ether. I think that the ether would be like the last stand. Like they send all of their remaining troops to the Collector to protect the stone and fight Thanos and his army on another world or
No,
something.
the ether. No, yeah, true. The ether is with the Collector. I'm thinking about Power Stone and Nova.
And see, that's why I think that's the one that he gets. I think the Collector, and forgive me, I don't have the comic book background if he's relevant in there, but I think the Collector is like the median between. And so I think Thanos actually doesn't even struggle to get that one. I think he ends up probably making a bargain with the Collector of some sort, and then gets that. Ironically,
Collector, I come to make a bargain with you.
I mean, I can see
and
that.
it'll be funny he show up with the Time Stone and get that one. So then I think he ends the movie with 3 because I think they managed to steal either. I think he managed to get either the Time Stone from Doctor Strange, or he's gonna get the Mind Stone from Vision.
I don't think he'll get both.
I don't think he gets both in this movie. I think
I
he
know
gets
Vision.
3.
That's the reason why I think Vision gonna die, because he gonna get the stone from Vision.
Yeah.
And I feel like when he do that, like Vision trash after that.
But a lot of people say that Shuri's actually one taking the stone out of Vision's head.
Hey, he better not touch Shuri, man. She
You know what I'm saying?
not
She's taking the
A
stone
lot of
out of
people-
his head.
Oh, okay.
I've
either
read
way,
too
she
that a lot of
talking.
people have said that instead of actually taking the stone out of Vision, they corrupt Vision, the guys that work for Thanos, the ones that are in black.
Yeah.
I forget the name of that.
Black
Order.
Yeah, Black Order. They're the ones who come and they actually corrupt Vision. And so what happens is they use Vision's power via the Infinity Stone and corrupt Vision. And so now Vision is actually working for them.
Look,
that's what I've read a lot on the internet and seen in videos.
All he needs is some clearer eye his vision to be clear.
Wow, you really went there.
So what's the next topic?
Well, for me at least, I think he ends up with maybe 4, but I'm kind of undecided about the time. Yeah, the Time Stone and the Mind Stone, which are with Vision and Doctor Strange. If y'all remember that scene in the previews, there's one scene where I forget his name from the Black Order, but he's basically torturing Doctor Strange with like sticking needles in him. So I'm thinking, this is my own theory, I think that they captured Doctor Strange, but they sent the stone away with like Tony or somebody, and now they're hiding it. So they're trying to, interrogate him and get information from him to say like, where's the stone?
You know who they didn't send the stone off with?
Nope, not even gonna go there. What's the next topic?
Oh wait, I didn't say mine.
So you didn't. What did you say?
I agree with Jerrell. I think they're gonna have 3 stones at the end of this movie. At the end of the first part of the movie.
Do y'all think something off the wall can happen? Like just random in either of these movies, like the first or the second?
Like what?
I got a feeling
like
the ending gonna
like honestly, I feel like not this one, but the second one. They're gonna use the Space Stone, the Time Stone, or the Space Stone, whatever. And Red Skull's gonna come back. But I think Peggy Carter's gonna come back also. Because for some reason they want her in the updated MCU. So they can actually use the Space Stone or a Time Stone or whatever.
You know what
they could get her.
They could bring back Agent Carter because that was a good show.
Okay, they're trying to bring her back to the MCU.
Well, they need to please do Stanley because I like Agent Carter.
Yes,
it was really
because she's like phenomenal though. Like,
yeah,
that's not Stan Lee's decision, but
true. But like
Stanley write them checks.
Nah, but low key,
I
feel like that. Like
write my check.
my 2 with it is, I think it's gonna be he either gonna get 4, or he gonna get 5, and the movie's legit gonna end with him. He gonna have 5 of them, then they gonna cut it or whatever, and then like the second one or whatever, like it's gonna be like trash or whatever, because it's gonna be some stupid reason how he died, even though he got everything. But it could be 4, and they probably hide the next stone somewhere that's not nowhere near Wakanda. I got a feeling like Wakanda is gonna take like the biggest hit out of everything, because from the look of the commercial, it look like the setting is like on the outskirts of Wakanda. So I feel like it's probably gonna like get like the most damage out of everything. Yeah. With that, because it's gonna be set there.
I hope not.
Terence, what was that theory about the
Soul Stone?
The Soul Stone still being in Wakanda, the heart shape?
They say that the theory online says that the Soul Stone is actually integrated within Wakanda, and like the heart-shaped herbs that give the Black Panther his powers. They're saying that the stone was actually within the meteorite for the vibranium. Thank you. They say it crashed, and that's what's giving the vibranium its quality and the heart-shaped herb its power. So they think that the heart-shaped herb is the Soul Stone is somewhere in Wakanda.
But didn't that Killmonger like burn all the herbs?
But that makes sense though, because you remember
he burned the herbs, but not
what's
the
his
actual
name?
vibranium.
I forgot his name. Dude with the arm cannon on Black Panther.
Claw.
Yeah, all that claw. They hadn't really tapped into all that vibranium resources yet.
Yeah.
Right. So they probably hadn't got to the soul yet.
Because I guess for me, here's what I'm thinking. Thanos' whole point, they've already said, is he's collecting. His mission's already been stated. Thanos wants all these stones. Mm-hmm. Why would he set up such a front? Because he didn't send 2 or 3 assassin type characters to Wakanda. The dude sent the whole army. Yeah. There's a reason they're there. That's why I'm like, it's not just I found out Wakanda exists, let me go find all these people.
Which I think we already got Vision got a stone and Doctor Strange got a stone also.
But they're not in Wakanda.
Yeah, no.
That's why I'm like, it's interesting to me that he set up that entire front of all his henchmen down in Wakanda to even have that face off.
Unless it be prior to that, Wakanda had an army like that.
Or unless they're threatened by Cap being there. So Vision wasn't there.
Wait, who's the person going against Doctor Strange? It's like in the commercial.
They're actually taking on Thanos themselves, even though they haven't shown it.
It was one because they said it's Doctor Strange's enemy, like that he has himself.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking
about? You thinking Barry Morto?
Yeah.
Being here to do?
Yeah, because it's like they showed like a little clip of him because it was like he had the little things going in his face.
Oh, what movie was that? It was like one of the most recent movies where he was
you might be onto something because they never confirmed a second Doctor Strange movie.
So you think Barry
just
Morto
said
so,
he's
like,
returned?
made
Like,
a deal with Thanos or something?
No, I think him and Doctor Strange are gonna be battling it out or whatever. In some type of way, he's gonna get it from Doctor Strange. Because I ain't gonna lie, that commercial, he was whooping Doctor Strange, but he was whooping him or whatever. I feel like Doctor Strange is the one that he got is gonna be gone. Vision is gonna be gone or whatever. But the one in Wakanda is some type of way is gonna leave out of Wakanda. Don't know how, but I got a feeling that's the one that's gonna make it to the second movie.
If it's in Wakanda,
I
of
think
course.
Calm Down still got it, bro. Because isn't he in Infinity War?
We don't know. We don't know what happened to anyone else on quote unquote Asgard.
Because technically,
the ship.
If he had it, Thanos would have took it from him on the ship.
Right.
Most likely.
If he knew he had it, or if he felt it, or whatever kind of other kind of signal that the stones give off when they're near each other. Like, there's multiple ways that Thanos could have gotten that stone if Heimdall really had it.
This is what I realized. How did Ultron know that the stone was in the scepter?
Ultron was in the technology. They knew that.
But no, I'm saying nobody else knew though.
Someone
Vision
knew.
He had didn't Ultron have access to like all knowledge and mainframes
Yes.
Yeah, this is
everywhere?
on Earth though.
But somebody on Earth has record of these because
Somebody.
I would assume.
I'm saying they knew it was a scepter though.
But don't
they
forget the
knew
people.
someone
Unless
else had to
the
know
guy
it was
from
an
Hydra
Infinity Stone.
knew it was in there.
No, the people. You know, like how
You knew they was like operating like testing the stone.
Because
He had to
remember,
know it.
when
He
Red
knew.
Skull and them went and looked for the Power Stone, the Space Stone initially, he knew. He might not have known it was an Infinity Stone, but he knew it was something with an immense power. Because they went and knew.
I wouldn't put it past
Ultron
like
knew it was a stone.
I wouldn't put it past Earthlings that somewhere somebody said had some leaked information.
Because if you
Like,
have access to all foreign knowledge and information just through a mainframe, there's some hieroglyphics somewhere that say on the third moon setting, this thing does this from this ancient tribe.
and Asgardian could have made a deal for Earthling and told him about him. Because Thor technically told Tony and everybody about the Infinity
But
Stone.
Thor didn't know a stone was in the scepter though.
He
They
actually
had
had his vision. He came back to Tony,
Yeah,
powered vision up, and he said that in his head is an Infinity Stone, one of 6 powerful stones. So any Asgardian who knew about the stones could have leaked information to Earthrealm.
Indeed.
All right, so we talked about all of that, but everybody's been going around. We know death is coming.
Yes.
What do y'all think, or who do y'all think, or how many do you think? Who's dying?
Or who do you want to see die?
Who do you want to?
Well, we know
I have other
one.
people on my list too, y'all.
All right, since you say that, go ahead. We already know one. Give us the other.
Okay, so I think, of course, I want to see War Machine die. I'm sorry, it's just your time.
Yeah.
No offense to Don Cheadle, but honestly, you couldn't do anything in the other movie. What are you going to do against Thanos? Just be honest. But honestly, I don't want to see this person die. I just want to see him go live his life and retire. Hawkeye. I want him to go home to his wife and these children because she got all these kids by herself. Like, I don't know what kind of pension plan or insurance that S.H.I.E.L.D. has, but he needs to go and retire. I don't want him to die because that's a lot for that lady. And she was pregnant. That's a lot going on. I don't want to see Natasha Romanoff die. But when you start thinking about these mere mortals who don't have powers, it's like, can you really stand up to people from outer space and other dimensions who have powers?
That's what Wakanda comes in.
I mean,
Hawkeye's not going to be in the movie.
I don't know about that one. I want to see Steve Rogers die. I think it's time. I don't want to see him die in the second movie. I want to see him die in this one. It's time. I think at that point, I think Bucky won't become Captain America yet. Bucky will still be Bucky. And then all of a sudden, towards the end of the second movie, that's when Bucky takes on Captain America because he's convinced
I don't think
himself.
it'll be an immediate thing. It'll kind of be like this happened.
Yeah, like I'm paying homage to him now that I'm going to take up after we're all about to die on this planet. But I think those are like the top deaths for me. But I'm curious about Hulk versus Bruce Banner because that whole little banter, and Bruce was like, I don't know how long I can keep doing this. And Hulk was like, y'all don't like me, I know. And he's talking in full sentences now.
Yeah.
So I don't know that dynamic.
Talking Hulk changes it.
But Those are the ones that I have.
Change this thing.
All right, who next?
I guess I'll go. Straight up, War Machine, you gonna make it, brother.
Please
It's
don't.
done, chill time.
Please
Promise
don't.
you, he gonna make it. But
It's
for
in
real,
his DNA.
yes, it's in his DNA.
Just
He's
go
not-
make music videos, don't be.
But either way, I got a feeling Vision is gonna get murked like crazy. For people out there who does not understand the word murk, it really just means killed. So he will die. Loki, I want Loki to die. Trying to think. Dang it, I had it. Either way, I just want them to like get murked off. Hawkeye, honestly, I feel like he's gonna make a small cameo in the movie if he don't die. If he's in the movie, he's gonna die, but he's gonna make like a small little cameo in the joint, and he's just gonna come in and they're gonna be like, "Yo, man, we need you for this war." No, just like Red and Friday.
They say he's off on a mission somewhere doing something.
hope so.
They're gonna explain it though. That's what.
I
But
hope so.
I'm gonna throw this little wrench in there. Loki, when they say he's off doing a little special mission, Hawkeye is gonna be the one that actually has the other Infinity Stone.
I would not. I would not go.
Wow.
You can't hold it, right?
Huh?
You can't hold it.
touch
Well, I mean, they
He
have
got a
containers
backpack.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
He got a backpack.
Pat.
Not that kind of backpack.
Yeah.
That backpack hella light.
Hey, he got one of them. I promise you, they're gonna have some little thing. Either way, next person, because I'm here.
All right, I'm gonna go. Yeah. All right. War Machine dead.
What?
Wow.
He can't get an update.
He ain't got no purpose. Dead.
Yo,
He has no purpose.
Captain America dead.
Yes.
I feel like Eric Selvig's gonna die.
Ooh.
The dude from Thor.
Yeah.
You know,
Cause he ain't got no purpose. He gonna
The
die.
doctor.
I think Pepper Potts gonna die.
Just sit back.
Oh, Dr.
Yeah, I feel like Pepper's gonna die.
He was in the
I actually feel like Nick Fury's gonna die.
You think so?
Yeah, he old.
Nick Fury.
Yeah, he gonna die.
You want in the last?
He old. He gonna die.
So Nick Fury just gonna come out of nowhere and then die.
Wait, time out. You
He always come out of nowhere.
Time out. You didn't tell me this man lives.
That man been in hiding for a long time.
That man lived.
He was in Avengers too.
Bro, he lived and came
And
back.
Hydra's down, ain't it?
They're not gonna let you die. They ain't gonna.
He gonna die, and I promise you,
He gonna fake it.
this is what you don't realize. They bring Coulson back to the MCU, so I feel like he's eventually gonna come back into the other MCU.
I thought Coulson wasn't coming back.
He's back in Miss Marvel.
But that's set in the 90s.
Yeah, it's
That's
in
a
the 90s.
flashback.
But
That's
this is a
way
step
more
to get him
flashback.
back in the MCU.
You
He's
think
gonna
so?
come back with
I wouldn't
Shield.
call that a
Shield
step.
is coming back.
Yeah.
And he's coming back, and he's gonna be actually the director of Shield. So Nick Fury's dead.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think, and this is macro, because there are deaths I have, and I'm tying it into it with the deaths. I think Peter Parker dies
Ooh,
for
that'd
a
be nice.
minute.
Yeah.
For a minute. I think he gets time stoned back to life. I think Captain America dies for good. I think Thor dies.
Wait, pause.
Go ahead.
So you're saying we could pick and choose who we want to bring back?
No, I'm saying
say
I
that.
think there's a
He
specific
says
scene
that he's gonna die.
So you
Where
think
Peter
like there's
Parker
a reason
dies?
they bring Parker back, but not?
Well,
Steve
I'm thinking
Rogers?
from
Like,
this
from the
standpoint, like
scene
Doctor
point.
Strange is
He gonna
with
still have a
Peter,
stone in.
the Guardians, and Iron Man.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking in that moment when Peter dies, Doctor Strange is going to be able to bring him back
Okay.
with the time stone.
Yeah,
at
so
that
Peter will
current
have
point in
this
time.
like experience of near death, and it'll kind of
Kick in his
Change.
fire
Man,
sense.
guess what Tony Stark did?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yep.
That's his mentor.
And I think that I would hate to see this movie come down to this, but we've seen it so many times in different films and things. Time loops and time warps and time changes switch things. I could see situations where, because the Ms. Marvel movie is set in the 90s, the time stone becomes like this really important piece with connecting these different bridges. Because Marvel's already said, correct me if I'm wrong, the next Spider-Man movie is set after Homecoming, but before Infinity Wars. So I feel like there's going to be this whole time warp that gets all these different, this movie's in the 90s. I'm wondering where Ant-Man and Wasp is going to be set, but it's going to like merge the times.
I think they're set. Ant-Man and Wasp kick off right after Ant-Man, I think. Right after Civil
Civil
War.
War.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
So
he's
right
gonna ask
after
about that.
as soon as he get broken out by Captain.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
gotcha.
a time skip.
So we get to see what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then, do we see Wasp
In the
She's
movie.
not in Infinity War though.
She's not in Infinity War.
Actually, I think Ant-Man gonna die in the second one though.
I can see it. I can see that.
Yeah,
They gonna have a second. It's another
One
Ant-Man.
thing,
somebody's gonna step up.
one thing I'm holding out hope for, and this is just wishful thinking before I toss it over. Marvel gets the Fantastic Four and Silver Surfer
hang on.
prior to the second movie, and they merge it. Go
Oh, but they
ahead.
said they're not. They already said they're not gonna
Because
merge.
before you
the
dive
characters.
into a whole another pool.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Even though
going
y'all
off.
kind of marked off like most of my death list, I think Vision's death, it probably, of course, won't be from the stone being taken out. It'll just be from maybe something more significant. Because if he does turn evil, then maybe there'll be this whole tearjerker moment of we had to kill him.
Sacrifice
Course
himself.
Scarlet
Wanda has to kill him.
But does he go back to being Jarvis?
Nope. Cause
No, he's
Think
human
about it.
now, bro.
What if you plug his subconscious back into
Like a
back to AI?
transcendence.
Yeah.
I feel like they're more.
Think about it. Tony Stark hadn't been the same without Jarvis, bro. Not Friday, but who's he? Friday?
Friday.
Friday ain't Jarvis.
At all.
I feel like they're more. When you get old, when you pass away, are you gonna come back and be a baby?
If you
Kingo
free, let
or
me say,
Justin, who
all right,
else
I got
you
something
have?
for you though.
Oh, I got my list.
Walt Disney
Hold on,
brain
wait,
is
Justin's
frozen,
list
right?
still gotta go.
He coming back.
Yeah, I got a list.
Actually, I think from just about half the mortal characters, that may be it. Maybe not. I was gonna say maybe a Guardians of the Galaxy character, but maybe not.
Somebody in Wakanda got a guy.
I was just about to say, I'm adding to my list.
Oh, yeah,
M'Baku.
somebody-
I ain't saying Baku. I don't think Baku.
I think somebody.
I think the other dude.
Guys.
The other dude.
No,
Jobu.
We can't.
Oh,
die yet.
Jobu.
The dude that had
I can see that.
shield, the
Jobu.
Rhinos.
You gotta go do
He
Get
gonna
Out.
try to
Time.
redeem,
You talking about
redeem himself.
It's time for him.
Yeah, he gonna try to
Because he
redeem
turned
himself.
on us.
Yes, he turned on a beautiful black queen.
And he gonna try to save her and he
Ken,
gonna die.
what about you? What you think?
Beautiful black queen.
Captain America definitely dies. I
Yeah.
think that's 100% chance in the first movie. I also think, based on that one part in the preview, I think Iron Man dies.
Huh. So you think both of the Titans died?
Yeah,
Whoa.
man, Iron Man and Captain
I'm
America.
gonna kill the whole four. Thor and
Hey.
Hulk.
Yeah, because they can't. That's the lead.
I think there's going to be a scene where Hulk and Natasha Romanoff, one of them is going to come really close to death.
Wait, Hulk or Bruce Banner?
Wait,
No, it's about Hulk and Black Widow.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, is it Hulk as Hulk or Bruce Banner?
I
Like,
think it will be as Hulk.
okay.
And I think that's probably going to be like towards the end of the first part, and I guess maybe we'll find out in the second part if that whichever one comes close to death actually survive. See, that whole like Wakanda thing that threw me off. 'Cause I was like, so yeah, somebody.
It's my Wakanda,
somebody.
yeah.
Because like if you're gonna have a big battle in there, somebody's got to
It
die.
can't just be extra.
So I have no idea who they will actually kill.
It might kill Agent Ross. It might kill Agent Ross.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Nah.
He was cool to me.
Agent Ross is
yeah,
not
but-
Wakanda during this part. Why would he be there?
He gonna be there.
Yeah, why would a colonizer?
He gonna be there.
Yeah, I don't know.
He gonna be flying the plane
Why would
like he did
Colonizer
last
do
time.
that?
He gonna be there.
The rhinos are gonna die.
Hey, Loki.
Not the rhino.
For me,
I feel like Captain America ain't gonna die.
my list, it's kind of weird with my list. I do think Loki's dead. That's for certain. I think Loki dies in the scene with Thor in the previews. Like, I think that Thanos actually kills Loki in front of Thor. So
Yeah, probably
That-
after
after
getting the.
getting the Space Stone, I think he eliminates Loki, or Loki might disappear. I don't know. I think Loki's dead though. I don't want Loki to pull a disappearing act. I think he actually dies in this. I would not like to, but I think Black Widow dies, and that sets the Hulk off, and like that makes the Hulk just disappear.
Hulk rage.
Like, he just does whatever, and then he just disappears, and he doesn't turn back into Bruce Banner. So we don't know where the Hulk is to fight the rest of this war. I do agree with Jerrell. Spider-Man dies for a hot second, but I think Doctor Strange, he got better with the Time Stone, and maybe he like isolated Peter Parker's time and like turned the tables back on him, so he comes back alive. So there's that. I do see War Machine dying just because it's just another Iron Man that we kind of don't need
no
right
Iron
now
Man.
in the in the movie.
We don't need Iron Man.
Rocket Raccoon, I can see dying as well.
I was about to say
Listen,
that, bro.
listen.
A Guardian has to die.
A Guardian has to all
It's
six.
a Guardian
against
All
that.
six of them can't make it.
Rocket,
Nebula can
Nebula,
die.
or Mantis.
I vote Nebula for
I don't
Tornado.
think Nebula dies because she's too important to the Infinity
But
War
I don't
plot.
think it's gonna happen.
I don't know if it's
I don't
Drax.
think they gonna follow the comic.
Drax could also die.
Yeah, I think
Drax could die.
And one of them dies. I think
Personally,
Drax
also,
dies.
it's a long list. Okoye, I can see dying as well.
I don't think so.
I can see her dying.
Black
but
Panther 2.
I can see her dying, M'Baku dying.
Bruh.
Where do you be? Like,
Michonne, bro.
Fam.
Oh no, bro, she can't die.
He watch every movie we watch.
I know he
The
be
same-
there.
he be
I don't
there.
Who's
understand.
Okoye?
Terrible.
Oh my God.
Continue.
Also,
I don't know these folks' names, bro.
hear me out on this, audience.
Uh-oh.
I think Steve Rogers dies.
Oh,
Comes back at the end of the second movie.
yes,
Retires as Captain America.
yes,
Passes the mantle over to Falcon.
yes.
And this sets off the events for Civil War II, which is like Miss Marvel, Black Panther, Magic, all of the other like X-Men and everything. Like they have the opportunity to go ahead and set up the entire rest of the Marvel universe with just Captain America retiring and passing.
Yes.
So if you
Yes.
haven't read the Civil War II comics, I would really recommend it. It's a fascinating comic.
So you're saying he skips over Bucky and goes straight to Falcon?
Well, it goes to the Falcon in the comics.
They say
That's what I'm
Bucky is actually like the White Wolf or something now.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's why a lot of people say it's gonna skip him because of that.
So there's just a lot of death I can see that could benefit this film. Like I can see a lot of characters, if they do come back, like Steve Rogers, it just scars them. Like I don't think Black Widow would want a Black Widow anymore after it, or maybe she might. I don't know.
She down, bro. She don't care.
But a lot of things can change up with this.
Straight
So
up.
there's a lot of death that I can see being beneficial to the Marvel universe.
If I be 100 with y'all, they gonna do a lot of pump fake deaths. That's all it's gonna
I
be.
can see it.
It's gonna be a lot of pump fake deaths. You gonna think Spider-Man and died, boom. Doctor Strange.
Yep.
Captain America died, boom. Come back.
That's just my theory.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. That's why I said I didn't put Captain America in mind because I got a feeling he's gonna come back. Like it's like he's gonna die, but I got a feeling like he's gonna like come back. So
All right. How does the Hulk end up from on the ship to on Earth, but he's the only one there? Like, or did he come with the Guardians or something?
He's the only one that.
Because no, Thor went with the Guardians.
Hulk was on there too. Remember, he was
I know.
on
I'm
that
saying.
Asgard ship.
Yeah, I'm saying. But how did he end up on Earth and Thor's not there?
That's the part we got to watch the movie for. My guess, Thanos destroys Asgard, which is now that ship full of Asgardians. I think that is where Marvel tries to get us hyped into thinking Thanos is going to be powerful in this film. So they're going to let him blow up the ship. Loki's going to trade the stone to keep his life. Thor, still being a god, flies into space. Hulk flies down to Earth. Falls wherever he falls.
Yeah, like what if he just blows up the ship and like literally Hulk just falls out the atmosphere into New York? I wouldn't put it past
So
him.
because
Thor,
like,
Loki-
I went on them time jumps, like the holes and stuff, like the Guardians were using in Guardians 2.
The time jumps.
He falls through time jumps and then just goes to Earth.
It's possible.
There's a lot of ways that people can end up.
But here's what and of course, all this, we just got to see the movie before we can even get into. I really want to see where the fronts get mixed up because in the trailers, they've made us look at 3 separate sets. Excuse me, you have Guardians and Thor, have the Earth front, Strange, Wong, Captain America, Iron Man.
The Guardians are even splitting that front.
That's the thing because there's a scene where we know now where Gamora's giving this big old speech explaining to a lot of people. Or excuse me, Tony we know is there. But I'm like, who else could be with Tony getting that explanation too?
We don't
so I'm like,
technically know that because the lighting in those scenes, if you really look at them, they're two completely different
be saying that
scenes.
to when Thor hopped on the ship.
So it could just be Thor.
It could just be Thor.
And Doctor Strange could actually be informing Stark of, tell me his name again.
Yeah.
Or Tony could be asking that Doctor Strange.
And see, here's the thing:
Sorcerer Supreme.
is all this is going on, and Wakanda. I'm interested in seeing where does Cap end up communicating with Tony in any kind of way to merge the fronts because
that little cricket phone
in Wakanda they're not getting the same briefing unless this information is passed. But they don't know what these Infinity Stones are about. So you still have a group of your superheroes uneducated.
You know, they're all part of the was it the Sokovia Accord?
Oh yeah, but I think
information might be traveling through that.
Maybe, but
because they said what's called probably in the movie. I think it's like Avery Ross. Not Avery Ross. It's a dude that was in the Thor movies, the General.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking. Yeah,
because you know he's in Avengers too.
Mm-hmm.
That's him. That's talking about Sokovia.
Talking about making them sign.
That's him.
Yeah. I'm just hoping to Terence's earlier point. Don't nerf Thanos, and I'll be okay. Like I think you have to give us a glimpse of his power for us to respect the stones. Don't give me a movie that he spends his entire time trying to collect these things, and then when he gets them, they don't do anything.
Oh, he's ripping that moon out the sky.
And that's what I want to see. Like, truth be told, I want to, regardless of if they dodge it, break through it, or whatever. Like, I want to see. There's these stones that people have limited information on, but Thanos knows what all these joints do. He should be the one that says, I've got this blue stone where I can now control space. He need to open some junk up, send some junk through some junk, and with the power stone, I need him to punch somebody in their face, and that junk split in like this, and then open back up outwards.
You wouldn't want to see something like that.
I
can't
need
even
to
just
see
punch
it.
a planet. No, he has to punch a person's face.
But this what I didn't realize. Captain America, I know he's strong, but I don't think he's strong enough to hold back a punch from Thanos.
With the power stone.
And he was actually holding it back.
It wasn't even a punch. Like, if you notice in that scene, Thanos is literally like, it's almost like he's trying to bug squash him or head grab him, and Cap's just like, no. Yeah. So it's really like he's holding up an open palm. But if it was a punch, nah, he not stopping that. Now, Tony catch that right.
Oh, yeah, he catch that. But he get back up, though.
He had to get back up from a lot of right hooks.
But matter of fact, I pose this question to y'all. So, like, end credit wise, you know, what y'all think, like, the end credits, or if it's gonna be any type of end credits, and do you think it's gonna be for, you know, the next Infinity?
That's the only thing it can be for, I think of.
I mean, to me, because I mean, you gotta think, like, even with the Avengers movies, they had like different ones that they had, you know, in between that. Like, could it be setting up for like maybe Black Panther 2? Could it be setting up for Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Not Ant-Man and Wasp.
Nah, I don't think they'll set up individual movie. Bold prediction.
What's called?
Go ahead.
I'll say I think Adam Warlock's gonna be in it, like an end credit scene.
I can see that.
As an end credit scene, maybe, but he won't be in the next Avengers movie.
No, but I think he'll be an end credit scene.
So they're just showing us like his updated version.
Yeah, like he come out the pod or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Bold prediction. One of two things happens. We either get we get the first collage of end credit, Adam Warlock, Ant-Man, just a universal update at the end of this, or we get the whole movie at the end. The Wakandan battlefront is there. Thanos has found Captain America. He tries to force palm him. He does the Destiny Still Arrives speech while he's killing him. Kills him. Soul Stone is found by somebody else. Maybe Hawkeye. Maybe snatched from him. Collector is in the end credit scene. As much as I would like to see him updated in the film, I think they put him in another end credit scene with another Infinity Stone, and he'll now have two. Some kind of way.
So he had Ether and something else.
Ether, and I think he'll probably get the Soul Stone. Some kind of way. I think he'll end up with those two, and I think Thanos ends this movie with power, space, and time.
I actually think Miss Marvel will be in the end credit scene.
That's what I was gonna say.
I see that too.
I was gonna say, me personally, there's a couple of ways the end credit scenes could go for me. One, they could show off Celestials. Like, they could show off some kind of celestial being that needs to intervene with this fight with Thanos, because if he gets more and more stones, this isn't just
the current team can't hang. Current team can't hang.
Maybe this is just me dreaming. I don't know if they can ever do this. I would like to see Silver Surfer, because he is like one of the most powerful people in the MCU.
He's the one that saved him in the comics.
Can they volume it?
I don't know. I don't know
Because
specifics.
for the end credit scene, they could just literally just like record it anywhere and just drop it in.
Like, they could even just show him a silver surfboard floating through space if they have it.
Because he doesn't have to be with the Fantastic Four to be integrated.
Right. Another end credit scene with Miss Marvel. I think maybe they show Hawkeye rounding up other heroes like Miss Marvel if she's not already like in space or something.
I think.
So you think
I
that's
think
his
Nick Fury.
mission?
I think that's his mission. I think him and Nick Fury are some kind of team.
Is
Like
Hawkeye
that.
the Miss Marvel movie?
I don't know for sure. So I think maybe Hawkeye's mission is to like go round up other super beings, other forces that can help them with Thanos, and Miss Marvel being one of them.
Who else could they get besides her?
Man, that list can go on and on. Like that's
So off the top of your head, who you think first person?
another person that hasn't appeared that they could probably get.
And it's got to be somebody they own the rights to. That's why I'm like, that's a picky list.
Yeah. Honestly, I think they're gonna end up buying Namor. But I don't think he's gonna show up.
I don't think they'll.
But everybody's gonna get him though, just for like after like they beat Thanos with all the stones and stuff.
Honestly,
But, I think they get him.
if they get anyone, I think it'll be Logan. I think Hugh Jackman strikes a deal and he be that surprise character that appears at the end of Infinity War. Him and Miss Marvel. Imagine the hype having Iron Man, Logan, Miss Marvel, all of them.
If you just show his hand and you see claws coming out,
like imagine how hype the theater would be.
I'd be going
go crazy.
But yeah, those are my end credit scenes that literally I might jump out for my seat.
Isn't Wolverine dead though?
That's a different universe.
Completely different.
Yeah.
As much as we've seen the resets, they could actually technically do another one.
Or timeline, I should say.
Because
not
actually,
universe.
technically, Logan takes place after all this stuff anyway.
Also true.
Yeah. Yeah, the movie Logan takes place after all of this stuff. So, I mean...
What about you two?
I agree. I think that now that you said that, I think that might actually be what Hawkeye is. His mission is to go round up the other people. I could see them having Miss Marvel come out and be like, okay, I'm ready to suit up now, or come out of retirement. I think it would be nice to get an update on Adam Warlock to see like where he is in like progression.
Could be like, Mother, can I go help now? No.
Yeah, she'd be like,
let
no,
the universe play out.
Yeah, something like that. I agree with Jerrell in the fact that the Collector, they make a big deal out of the Collector, but not really. But it would be interesting, even if like they could open it up literally with Thanos coming to the Collector and the Collector being like, these stupid mortals, they gave me one. I have it for you. He gives them the ether.
Because he probably might be collecting for him.
Right, and that's the thing, we don't know.
How many Collector end credit scenes have we had already? 2?
I think he's had 2, and then he had a scene in Guardians.
Yeah, so it's like, we don't know what, the Collector.
Like, he's notorious for end credit scenes, so...
Right, so I think that would be a good dynamic to have the Collector.
He's the gap bridger.
He is.
It is, to me.
And then, I'm trying to think who else I would want. If they don't show the Soul Stone in this one, it would be pretty cool to have it in the end credit as here's the Soul Stone and we see it, but we don't know who's getting to it first, whether it's Thanos and his henchmen or if it's the Avengers. We just see Soul Stone is glowing and we see a body or bodies coming to it, but we don't know which side they're on to get the Soul Stone. So that would be interesting to me.
Anything else?
For the after credits? I mean, for right now, I'm thinking we probably won't get anything to like build up to the next team movie until the end of the second one. So for this one, it'll probably just be no build up for the next one, or maybe build up for any future characters that they plan on dropping eventually.
And that's why I said collage, because as I was thinking about it, when Tiff was talking, I was like, Captain Marvel is really the only new confirmed introduction into the MCU, which makes me kind of worrisome because like Terence was saying, the presently constructed team, they're not beating Thanos. No. So if all you're introducing is Ms. Marvel, that can't be the case. So some other movie is getting announced between now and
So they got a lot of movies they said gonna have, but they had like named which movies they were.
And let's not forget, they have the X-Men, but they keep saying that they won't do anything with them for maybe like another year or two. Yeah. So unless they just are,
I think they're waiting on to see what Dark Phoenix does.
Yeah.
I think because then if it does good, I think they'll take them and tie it into something. But it'll still be a time skip, but they'll still take the foundation from that
Dark
in this movie
Phoenix.
forward.
Yes.
X-Men movie.
X-Men movie.
Which is set in like the 1990s, I think now.
Yeah. Ken, what about you? What do you think in credit wise?
In credit wise, I think so let's talk about Coulson. I think Coulson and like Shield and play a part in the end credits.
But that's the thing. If that does happen, do you bring in TV characters?
No, so
Let me tell you why though. I think they will eventually. I don't think now.
I don't think they'll do it now.
They won't do it now.
Yeah.
But I think after they kill some people off,
I wish they would.
they will because the TV shows have referenced these movies.
Yeah.
So they're actually all together in one like universe.
Yeah.
But they had like besides Coulson.
I have a question. Well, no, is Peggy Carter going to be in Miss Marvel? Because it's set in the 90s.
She might be.
I mean, I don't
She'll be
see
old.
why
Well,
she.
she'll be
I don't
older.
see why she wouldn't be though.
Yeah, she be
I
older.
could see, to your point about Dark Phoenix, and I'm unaware, but I'm just thinking it's a similar time. I could see them time stoning back to the 90s to fight Thanos at a different time.
But the only thing about this X-Men like lineage, it'll make where Storm is actually older than Black Panther because she was born. Because she was like a teenager in the 80s, and he was like 5 years old like the 90s.
That's the
But I don't know
other
if he's like older than her like the real life, like the real comic or whatever.
Or you know what they could do? They have him play Storm.
Well, what about your end credit scenes? What are you feeling?
3 joints. One, Hawkeye, they gonna show whatever secret mission he's supposed to be on. She's saying secret mission. They gonna show, if he's not in the movie, they gonna show whatever secret mission he's on. And to me, it'll either be he has whatever the other Infinity Stone is, or to whoever said it earlier.
Talking about me with Miss Marvel.
Yeah, he'll be rounding up, newer people or whatever, basically setting up for the new joints. Another one would be basically if Captain America dies, and it is actually his death, he don't come back. If he don't come back at all, I would say they would show his shield, and they say, hey, we need somebody else to stand for this. Like he's still, saying all these good things about it and saying who the next one would be, and literally they would come up and you would see Bucky and you would see Falcon up there crying over their lost partner or whatever. And then when they say, but we need another one, and then they'll both look up.
That's when DJ Khaled gets to
Actually, I can see that being like the last scene of the movie.
Yeah.
Both of them stand beside, and then you see Tony pick up the shield and just holds it out.
Yeah.
And they just looking at it, and it just stays right here.
That's why I said it's I feel like it could do with that.
That would actually be a good.
Yeah. So that's why I said I don't know if they're ready for Falcon.
Yeah.
You know what I? But
For Captain America.
yeah, I'm just saying they always say we got Black Panther, that was enough.
Also,
but
I heard somebody might get I forgot the guy's name. It was like the Black Captain America dude. Like he's not really Captain America, but he's like the black guy. It's like he was also tested in the secret serum or something like that. It was like he's like his grandson. He's like it's a dude, but then his grandson's like of age now, something like that. Forgot his name though.
I don't know. But my third one would go to whoever brought up Adam Warlock. I forgot who.
Somewhere on that end.
Okay, Light Skin Demon. Basically they would show an update on him or whatever, and that's literally my 3 ideas right there.
Well, anything else anybody wanted to add? I think movie's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
regardless.
absolutely.
And I think now it's the snowball effect because once they started the war, you got to stay in it. Like the next movie can't even open up with no open white sky.
Please
y'all got to
don't
be
do
fighting
us
in the first scene.
like the Hunger Games part 1.
But that's the
Where
thing.
it was
I
just
think
all
all the other movies are opening up white sky because Spider-Man's before it, Ant-Man before it, Miss Marvel way before it. So
well, we shall see. But this has been
a Black Widow movie too.
Not
Allegedly.
confirmed. Well, actually, Steve Rogers said he's probably gonna have. Well, Chris said he said he's probably gonna have.
Dope.
But it'd be a prequel.
Yeah.
But they said Bucky might be in it because they was trying to explain how when Natasha was talking to him, she was like, "Don't you remember me, Bucky?" or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I guess she's saying they went on missions together back in the day. That's the theory is going around, but they don't know yet.
It's interesting.
I don't know how that happened, but okay.
Because they both with the Russians and stuff. So
But where wasn't Bucky? Was he?
that's we talking about when he was
No,
brainwashed.
he wasn't frozen.
This is before she was with Shield.
Wasn't he dead?
No,
Wait,
it was he's the one who killed Tony Stark's dad.
Indeed. Anybody got anything else need to be covered? I think we covered it all here.
That's it.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is going to be an exciting movie.
Very.
Again, congrats on the decade so far.
10
Marvel.
years in the making.
3 weeks away. 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away. Yep.
At the time of recording,
Let the
3
countdown
weeks
It's
be
away.
Friday or Saturday.
And we want to thank everybody for watching our
Friday.
videos. We see you all viewing our videos. We
Thank you.
appreciate it. Please continue to view our videos. Give us some thumbs up. Please subscribe. Leave questions, comments, concerns underneath. We appreciate you all.
Hit
Thank
that
you.
little notification bell so you can stay up to date whenever we upload.
Subscribe.
And we love you guys. Thank you so much, and we will see you for the next one.
We out. God's plan. God's